I'm going to show you something crazy. There's a big pump coming in Bitcoin. I'm going to show you that on the charts today. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Da Vinci Jeremy. I'm in the Pipe 5x5, staying alive here in Dubai. Back from a long trip. Thank you all for being a little bit patient with me. I hadn't done any videos last week, except for one maybe. And then, I'm back here every day for Monday through Friday, and hopefully we'll do some more videos on the weekend. Thanks for coming in and tuning in and watching today's show. Okay, well, let's get on with what's going on with the markets. But before we do, I would like to talk about one of the exchanges that I am supporting and actually invested in is PalmSwap. PalmSwap is a place where you can actually do trades, right? Basically leverage trades on the Binance Smart Chain. Just like leverage trades of all different types of cryptocurrencies. And if you want, you could also, for right now, you could actually provide liquidity and get 500% APR. Of course, that will probably go down over time. And if you're interested in trading on a regular exchange, you can do so at 2bit2.davincij15.com for 2bit, or on Bybit by just heading over to bybit.davincij15.com. Links are also in the description below for both PalmSwap, right, and the rest of the exchanges. So check that out. Okay, let's get on with the news, and then we're going to get into the trades for today and what's going on with Bitcoin. Why is it going to be going to the moon? Okay, Binance completes integration of Bitcoin Lightning Network. The news comes less than a month after Binance announced their plans to integrate BitLightning Network. Okay, so the Lightning Network has been under development for quite some time, many years actually, now about 5 years or more, and there's been speculation of whether or not it's good or so not, because here's the problem with Lightning Network. There's the good things and bad things about Lightning. One, it allows you to transfer Bitcoin at zero or low or zero fees, right? So basically, if Binance sends you a payment in Lightning Network, so for example, you create a channel, they'll have to create a channel directly to you, sending you the Bitcoin that they want to send you. Now, the issue with that is you are directly connected to Binance, and Binance is directly connected to you with the Lightning Network payment until they, of course, put that on the Bitcoin blockchain. So, for example, if once you're paid on the Lightning Network, it's not marked on the Bitcoin network. But if they disconnect from you, it automatically gets paid on the Bitcoin network. That's how it works. So pretend it's like a connection directly to you. They actually put a agreement sending you the Bitcoin, and on that's valid on the regular Bitcoin network. However, let's just say you took 1 Satoshi. Yes, you can receive 1 Satoshi on the Bitcoin Lightning Network. However, that 1 Satoshi cannot be posted effectively to the Bitcoin network. So they're forever tied to you. And if they drop you, what happens then? Right? So that's another question that's never been answered completely when it comes to the Lightning Network. If they were to go, okay, no more. There's 1 Satoshi. Who gets the 1 Satoshi? Obviously, it doesn't matter. It just goes to nothing, right? Because it can't be posted to the Lightning Network. So that's an issue right there. I'm gonna continue researching that. Okay, despite BlackRock's don't expect a flood of spot Bitcoin ETFs soon, experts say. Okay, well, you don't need to be an expert to realize that. Why? Because all regulation is about making sure the people who actually steal from you continues to steal from you, and not, for example, somebody who wants to do something honest, like build a fair and honest ETF, Bitcoin ETF, that actually holds Bitcoin. So don't expect that, right? And if you don't believe that, I mean, you are living on the wrong planet. If you have the ability to print money, aren't you going to find ways to make sure that you can keep that and prevent other people from like using another system? Yeah, you would. Well, BlackRock is behind that. And there's lots of evidence. I've done lots of videos, right, basically on how gold ETF, BlackRock's gold and silver ETF is like a big fraud, right? And yeah, we're not going to go over it once again, but hopefully I'll leave just a link to those videos in the description. My editor will probably hopefully find it and put it in there. All right, because yeah, it is clear as day that they will not hold any physical Bitcoin for you once the ETF is available. Bitcoin funding rates looks bullish. Here's what it means. Okay, so basically, right, let me just one of the things you guys have to understand about all these different exchanges, right, whether it's 2bit or Bybit or even OKX, right, is that when you're trading on leverage exchanges, right, whether it's even PalmSwap, most likely, I have to look into it, but probably as well. The funding rate is on major cryptocurrency exchanges like Binance, OKX, and BitGet are in the positive, with only CoinEx showing a negative rate. Binance boasts a 0.0041%, and the rest have a higher percentage except CoinEx. Now, the positive funding rate indicates that the traders are willing to pay more to long Bitcoin, expecting a price increase. Okay, so let's just say you go into a $10 million long position. First off, I want you to understand that you do not use Bitcoin, actual Bitcoin, to place up against the bets effectively. Most of these cases, you don't place actual Bitcoin, and you're betting with fake Bitcoin. Basically, you're just betting. You're taking contracts, buying contracts to make this huge bet on Bitcoin. You're not really effectively buying real Bitcoin with your leverage money. You're buying contracts, and so in order to keep the price of these contracts within close to the actual spot price of Bitcoin, you have to pay. If too many people are short or going long, you have to pay. Too many people are shorting, then you're going long, well, then you get paid. And that's how it keeps this in balance. All these exchanges keep in balance with the actual price of Bitcoin. So that means people close long positions and go to the opposite direction in order to get a funding rate as well. So they could use all kinds of computerized programs to help them capture some of the value of that. And this means the exchange doesn't have to pay out against these against all these crazy longs, right? Other people will take advantage of these funding rates. Okay, National Australian Bank joins the crypto exchange boycott, cites scams. Okay. Another major bank in Australia said it will block certain cryptocurrency platforms, citing high levels of scam risk in the industry. On July 17th, National Australian Bank, NAB, to nab your money, announced a set of new measures to protect customers from fraud as part of its bank-wide scam strategy. Okay, so CBDCs are coming, right? They're coming to protect you. So you won't be able to buy certain things, such as crypto or other things, for your protection. It's for your protection. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is why you want to stay away from CBDCs. Okay, investors who lost $740K to Ontario's Crypto King among 5 men charged with kidnapping him. Oh my gosh, right? The CBC receives an edited video visibly beaten Aiden Politsky. That same day, reporters learned of the arrest. Okay, so basically, it's this guy is allegedly, kidnapped this guy, right? Because he was like, I don't know if you remember this from way back when he was, he was reported to, scam a lot of investors. He got $40 million and he spent 16 million of it. And yeah, he's in bankruptcy, but he was, basically this 24-year-old was threatened and so forth, and he was supposedly kidnapped and by the investors to get their money back. So it's understandable, but man, gotta avoid these scams. Don't watch out for people who are just basically, out of nowhere, asking for money. And who knows? Maybe he put the money into FTX or something like that, but I don't think so. I think he spent it. And that will be that. So avoid scams, stick with the major exchanges, and make sure you only put in, if you want to invest in somewhere else, make sure it's you put in only 5% of your wealth into any particular cryptocurrency exchange or investment. And then if that goes to zero, that's not so bad, because trust me, that helps me. That saved me so many times. Okay. Bitcoin, look at this. We have on the 4-hour a contraction of the Bollinger Bands, and this means that a big move is coming. So I think that Bitcoin will probably dip down and bounce right back up. So look out for something like that. Now, we could also see a Bart Simpson move and then up. And of course, there'd probably be a little bit of a consolidation before we actually do that. But once that happens, boom, Bitcoin is ready to fly. So I do have some long positions just below here, below this last dip, which is at the 29,431. So I want to get in some long positions, and I'm going to buy these long positions all the way down to the 27,553 and hold them, because I believe that Bitcoin is ready to pump heavy. Even if it comes back down, it's still a valid bullish signal that's indicated by the charts. All right, so let's head over to Ethereum to close out the day. But before we do, remember, PalmSwap, another place where you could actually trade and do synthetic trades. Basically, like synthetic trades are basically like all the other exchanges, like 2Bit and Bybit. You're not actually trading the actual cryptocurrency. You're trading synthetics, and in order to match the price of the underlying assets. So that's what a synthetic is. Okay, let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum looks pretty much the same. The 4-hour is contracting, and we're ready for a big move. Ethereum, just like Bitcoin, dumped a little bit and came back up. Is that big move indicate that we're heading down? Most likely we're going to bounce off of these key support areas, the 1861, or as low as the 1776, but I doubt that. I think Ethereum has a lot of strength and support at the 1861, and that means we could head up as high above the $2,000 mark. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I know I did. It was a quick one. I wanted to go through the news and get through the trading for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was fun for me. And look out for more information tomorrow in tomorrow's episode, because, man, it's going to be fun. Cheers.